Yeah.
So this is another INSP.EAT. I'm here with another inspiring person. It's MG, my bro, who's a b-boy, event organizer, judge. I mean, not the judge in a way, but a judge for breakdancing. He's a crypto investor. What else are you, man?
I'm learning to be a DJ. I've been spinning for 5 years. Also, I'm like an MC. I've been working on my album. I love music, so I've been trying to learn how to play drums. And so anything around music, you know, gets inspired.
So, but which part of these that I just mentioned feels the most, as you know, like the most that you're putting most time into?
The most time, definitely my company, which is like 3 different units, which is organizing festivals, video production, and clothing. And when I have some time, I definitely invest the most of my free time to breaking, to dancing, practicing dancing. And then if I have more time, I do like I spin on turntables and write lyrics and try to express myself through the words as an MC. And definitely spend some time on crypto, but it depends on, because right now I currently buy just new coins, so it depends. When a new coin is on the market, then that's when I spend some time on crypto as well.
Okay. And which of these things actually make you money?
Well, for our company, it's always different. Like 1 month, obviously, festival can make some money. 1 month, video production, if we get a big gig. And clothing is a consistent monthly business. So any of these 3, and crypto, once a while I can pull out some money. So yeah, like I would say crypto is on the side. I still keep a lot of money in crypto for future, you know.
Okay.
For future, yeah.
So it's a mixture of all.
It's a mixture, and it depends. Sometimes something is, you know, better. Sometimes something is worse. So it depends. So it's a nice, diverse mix of different activities that bring revenue to our company.
Nice one, nice. You travel extremely, and I don't know many people who travel as much as you do. You're now in Prague, and I think the next time, for the next several months, you'll be on the way on every weekend in different country.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
How do you actually work in terms of like the emails and this kind of like work when you travel? Do you have specific time on that, or for working, or you put it aside and do it after you come back?
Well, I have a really good team in Slovakia, because it's a team of 5 people in our company, and so I can delegate a lot of stuff on them when I travel. But I try to, depending how much time I have, I try to work when I'm on a plane or when somebody is driving me. I always find at least some time during the day to reply emails and work on some stuff. Doesn't matter if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, if it's Sunday. For me, every day is a work day, but my work is basically my life, my lifestyle, so I don't really treat it as work. For me, it's just like I'm trying to create my own world, and so this is necessary to, you know, keep updated and keep people like in a loop and try to reply to message on a timely manner. So.
Cool. Actually, that was one of my questions. Does it feel like work when you're judging, or when you're b-boying, or when you're doing something for your video production?
Sometimes, especially during festival time, when it gets really hectic and we have like 100 people to manage and there are different departments, it definitely can get over your head. But when you see the result like of your action, of your efforts, you're like, oh, this is amazing. Like we're definitely creating our world, and you know, we get inspired non-stop. So yeah, I mean, it feels maybe sometimes a little bit like work, but when you see the result, you're so happy about it that you don't really treat it as a work.
So that's the thing that keeps you going and pumped, right?
Exactly. Like that's the non-stop motivation for me to see the results of our work.
And what out of your projects is something that you're especially really proud of?
I think what I'm proud the most about is our festival, the Legis Blast, because we actually, if I would tell somebody that I can bring 76 countries to my hometown of Banská Bystrica, which is maybe like 80,000 people, and it's in the middle of nowhere, the closest airport is like 3 hours away, like people would be like, you crazy, it's impossible, you know. And now we have people from all over the world coming to experience real hip-hop to our hometown. So for me, this is the best feeling that I can experience, and it's just amazing to see all these people that I meet all over the world be in my hometown, meeting my family in person, and this is just incredible, vibe, and I'm really proud of it. And I'm really proud of our team, how successful we've been so far, and yeah, this is my biggest inspiration. Have people from all over the world enjoying real hip hop in my small hometown.
I think it's really crazy, and not many people in Slovakia know about it. That's actually one of the biggest European, even worldwide, breakdance festival takes place in Banská Bystrica, right? So that's and also one of the most famous dancing or b-boy brands. It's a streetwear brand, but there is no b-boy basically in the world who wouldn't know the legends. So it's really funny that that even I didn't know that legends come from Slovakia before I get to know you. So
Okay.
I think it's really interesting. Feel free to eat. And
Okay.
my question is there any book or a movie that kind of inspired you and even changed you the way you're thinking? Or
Well, actually, my favorite movie of all times is The Pianist from World War II because I'm really into like World War II and history, and I don't know, like uh, somebody even told me like probably I was a soldier in my previous life. But what I like about Pianist is to see people how they help each other. I mean, the suffering during really hard times, and but how they can still help each other and see like the sense of humanity during the hard times. So for me, like this is mad inspiring. I've seen this movie maybe like 20 times. So like yeah.
are you afraid of war?
Um, I'm afraid of war as far as maybe losing like my close family and friends. But yeah, I mean, I guess I just don't like negative energy. That's why I'm trying to avoid negative people when they're in my circle. I just, try to avoid them and try to surround myself with positive people. So everything negative, I try to stay away from. So
Nice.
yeah.
You read books?
I try, but I have no time. When I have free time, I either dance or I spin, or like. I mean, I read maybe one book last year, which was like "Love Your Life," just to get inspired. Because sometimes when you're too busy, you forget about yourself. And now I'm more conscious also about like health issues, stuff like this. Because recently I had a couple of close friends passing away. Especially one guy passed away because of the disease. So I'm definitely more conscious about myself right now. I try to stay healthy and work out and just not eat after like 9 p.m. and stuff like this. So yeah.
Nice one. You also have a degree from one of the really prestigious business schools in the US. How does this, come into your everyday life? Does it bring you anything? This experience?
I would say the number one thing that I got from my MBA studies is the network of people. I'm still in touch with maybe 10 of my classmates, and all of them are super successful all over the world. And sometimes we meet up and exchange, and it's great to see their point of view. So I would say number one thing is the network, and number two thing after getting my degree was I got the balls to do big things. Like I was not afraid to get into any projects. Before school I was really like shy. I didn't know what the business was about. But after 5 years in Miami and working in a group of people of like different nationalities, I got to meet like different people from different countries, and this really helped me. I got some self-confidence to start my own business and kind of do big things. So these, I would say, these are the two best things I got out of the university: is the network of people and the self-confidence in doing big things.
Would you do the school again?
Definitely, like I would definitely 100% recommend, because it definitely opened my mind, my world, and U.S. experience was mind-blowing at first, and when I look back, like I would definitely do it again, and I would recommend everybody to maybe study abroad and get education outside, and especially meet people from outside of your country, just to open your mind and vision.
Nice. Regarding like hard work versus talent, what's the percentage of it, in your opinion?
For example, for me, as far as dancing, I was not really. I don't think I had talent for dancing. I had talent for music though, so I got the rhythm. but talent is nothing without hard work. Like, you can have talent, but if you waste your life and if you don't practice your arts or your passion, then you're not gonna get anywhere. You have people who don't have talent, but they work hard and they're successful. So for me, maybe, I don't know, maybe 20% is talent, 80% is hard work, and our team has been working really hard, and that's why I think we're kind of successful, you know.
What's your secret weapon? Do you have something like a life hack or something that helps you, that you wouldn't be doing what you are doing if you didn't have it?
Well, for example, with our team, we have a good management tool. It's called GLIP, GLIP, that really helps our team to get more structured, especially with the festival. As I mentioned, we have 120 people in our staff for the winter edition of our festival, and this tool really helps us to get organized and get structured and have like different divisions and prioritize things. And especially my partner MK is really a big fan of this, so this tool definitely helps us get more effective with our work, more efficient time-wise. And for me, like just standard iCalendar, which is always like packed with tasks. I have like 20 to 30, sometimes 50 a day. So this gets me more organized, and my travel calendar, because my travel calendar is usually planned up to 8 to 12 months ahead, because I travel pretty much every weekend, so I need to be organized and know where I'm gonna be on that weekend and stuff like this. So just regular calendar does the work or the job, you know.
Perfect. When you're talking about job, if there was a job in the world that you could choose from, like for one day I could be this and this, what would it be?
That's a really good question. Actually, I just realized the lifestyle I live allows me to try different occupation or different jobs. For example, I was in LA chilling with my friend who is an actor in Hollywood, and we're just practicing for his acting class, and it was so much fun. For a little bit, I felt like, you know, actor. Or I was I was in Portugal, and my friend was teaching me how to surf, so I was trying this job or whatever, you know. 3 years ago, I never snowboard. I wanted to try snowboarding. So through my friends, again, I went. My first like snowboarding lesson was in the Alps. So it was pretty crazy. I tried.
You killed it, actually.
And I tried the black trail the first day because I got lost. And I tried, you know, like a snowboarding on that time. So whenever I have something that I would like to try, I can somehow do it through my lifestyle, you know. So it's really hard to say what I would like to try, but my thinking, or like, I don't know, like the way I feel is like one life is not enough to try everything I would like, you know, to try. Because, for example, for me as a hip hop head, I would like to master all 4 elements, you know, breaking, DJing, MCing, graffiti, and currently I'm working on 3 of them. And I really suck with graffiti. So, but I try to master all the other elements. So for me, like these are the, you know, priorities, or like occupation, or I don't know, lifestyle I would like to get involved with.
And would you be able to get a normal like 9 to 5 job?
Impossible. Impossible.
Even for a day?
Maybe for a day, yeah. But I mean, I was doing a 9 to 5 job when I was young, and I was working 2 summers in Germany as a waiter. So that was actually fun, but my main inspiration in life is to create your own world and have a global impact on things. Like for me personally, I couldn't live, for example, in Slovakia and do just local things, especially after all my travels. Like it's impossible. Like what I like about our company and what we're doing is the global effect that we have, which is with a clothing brand, with a festival, or with a video production. So that's my main thing in life. Like have a global impact and have our own world. That came out of nowhere, and people, when we were starting, people were like, "Oh, you're crazy! Like nobody is doing this kind of things. Like, you know, what you guys are doing." But that's usually, you just gotta believe in yourself, in your team, and you can achieve anything.
What really inspires you, or who?
It's always new people that I meet, and that's why I really enjoy traveling, because I always meet new people, and every person on the planet can inspire in some way. Even though it's a guy who haven't really achieved anything, like everybody has something that you can take from him or her. And like, so for me, the main inspirations are definitely people. And as I said, I would definitely recommend people to travel a lot, because usually if you just get stuck in your city, people are very similar. But when you travel, people are so different and diverse, and sometimes it blows your mind, but it keeps you thinking about certain things, and help you to grow with your life and your experiences. You never know how these people can inspire in what way. So what I try to do, right, especially for the past couple of years, I try to be open, like not close-minded, but open. When I travel, I always talk to people on a plane, on a train, and sometimes you meet really crazy people, and it's just amazing to listen to their stories, and you can definitely relate to them with your life, you know.
So what's your pickup line for strange people in the plane or in the train?
Usually it's like, where do you travel? You know, like that's the main thing. And then from there, if they tell me some country or some city, and I can usually relate to it because I travel a lot. I've been to 56 countries so far. And so this is usually the first question, where do you go? And if this is some place I know, then I bring my experience, or my stories from this area. And my biggest inspiration for traveling is my uncle, because he's been to every country in the world. And when I travel with this guy, it's just amazing. Like, we go to a restaurant, we eat, and he's asking always the same question, where are you from? And he's like, oh, you're not gonna know, it's a small town somewhere in Indonesia. And this guy's like, yeah, I was there a couple times, and this is always, it's crazy, So for me, this guy's an inspiration. I definitely try to keep up, and follow up with his travels.
Okay, my very last question, because a bit before our ex got called, is if you could now give advice to, let's say, yourself 10 years ago, what would it be?
I would definitely try to be more open-minded, because even though I finished my school, I still was sometimes a little shy to talk to people. And even though we created our own world, like as I said, my biggest inspiration are people and their life stories. So I would definitely recommend people to be more open and not scared of different opportunities, because you never know what life will bring you, what opportunities. So I think number one thing is be open-minded, and if there is some opportunity to travel or meet new people, do it, because you never know what you can get out of it.
Cool, that's it. This was MG from the Legends Blast Festival and many other things. Thanks for watching. This is INSP.EAT, and GoPro, stop recording.